So I've been in open source for a long time, so you will be able to guess my age. I've worked in X3, 86, Debian, a lot of things in Mandrake, Linux. These days, OpenStack. I've been involved in X11, the Qualcomm drivers, a lot of different things. I've written RPM lints. A lot of people hate me in the RPM distribution world because there are a lot of warnings because of me. E-deploy lastly on OpenStack to deploy bare metal machines. And during all these years, I've worked a lot on build system, on CI, and of course packaging, Debian, RPM, a lot of different way of doing packages in the Linux world. So if you want to reach me, it's my nick is on the bottom, on IRC or on Twitter. So the agenda is to present the objective of this project, where we are, what remains to be done, and also to have discussions. Please ask questions, don't be shy, interrupt me, and ask whatever you want. It will be much, much better for me.
I already have a question.
Okay,
What
go.
is your, as someone who packaged for Debian and for like RPM-based distribution, which one like of the formats do you prefer or like consider?
We are not on Friday. We cannot start this kind of war. No, at the end it's pretty much the same thing. You are packaging. You have a way to describe dependencies and describe a build requires, and that's the same thing. That's not the same result. But at the end, spec file or control file and rules, and that's not very, very different.
It's like religion. It's all the same.
Yes, that's why I don't want to enter religion wars only on Friday. It can be done, but yes, okay. So the objective is to to ease, in fact, the contribution in RDO and to ease newcomers to be able to work in RDO. And also OpenStack developers to be able to help on the packaging side. So the idea was for this project to bring the same workflow that is used in OpenStack in the RDO world. That's already a little bit used with GaryTub, but we wanted to go one step further and to simplify all the work that is done in RDO. And to simplify, it also means take all the things that were distributed in the infrastructure to build the packages and to try to make them in one place, and easy to grasp, and easy to look and see what is happening. So that's the high-level goal. A little bit more detail. What we want to do is to build a Gerrit workflow for packaging, in fact. Okay, and with a gating approach. So right now we are doing some Gerrit workflow with GaryTub, but not really a gating approach. So we want to bring this gating approach. What it means is that we are building packages, testing them in a temporary repository, and using the different installers and getting feedback before merging them in the final repository. So that's something that we do with the source code in OpenStack, and we want to apply the same thing in the packaging world. Okay. And we want to continue also to be able to work like DeLorean is working, having a flow of packages that are built continuously and that are tested in a regular way to validate that nothing is broken in the packaging and nothing is broken in terms of functionality. Okay, that's what we do with DeLorean. We build on each commit, like was explained by Alan and Ekel. And also, regularly, I don't remember exactly how often, but it's every hour or something, we have the CI that is taking this set of packages, trying to install with Packstack, trying to install with RDO Manager, and setting some level of confidence on the set of packages, and creating a symlink. If you look at the DeLorean repository, you will see symlinks that are pointing to the last release that passed the CI, that passed the Puppet CI, that passed the TripleO CI. So that's different level of confidence in the RDO workflow. And we want to continue this effort. even if it's not completely related to Gerrit, but we want to link this to a Gerrit workflow. I will explain how after. So where we are. So what we took a project that is called Software Factory, that is a re-implementation of the OpenStack workflow using the same tooling that is used in OpenStack. So it's using Gerrit for code review, using Zool to manipulate the different commits that are coming in parallel and be able to build tests in a coherent way and consistent way, consistent way. and Jenkins and Notpool. I don't know if you are familiar with these tools or if you want me to explain a little bit what they do. Sorry. Yeah. So Notpool is a tool, in fact, to provision VM in OpenStack in advance to be used by the CI. This way, you don't lose time by building, installing packages each time you want to run a CI job. So mainly, it's the image with Notpool are rebuilt every night, and we use a fresh image to do a CI test. And it's also a provisioning mechanism in OpenStack. You can provision, I don't know, a certain number of VM with these images in advance to be able to have the CI start very quickly. And depending on your needs, if you are paying for your VM, you don't do this, and it will bring your VM on demand. And if you want performance, and you will provision, I don't know, 7, 10 VMs in advance, and your jobs will take them and be very fast. So Software Factory is coming with some add-ons. There is like in OpenStack, a self-configurable Git repository called config, where you have a set of YAML files, where you have your GGB Jenkins jobs that are described, your Zool pipelines that are described. I can show you if you want. Yeah. So we have, this config repository. I will not play too much with the network, so I try to preload the pages. So here you have different, and you have, I forgot, but Notpool also description, the description of your images you want to build for your CI jobs that are described in this repository. So each time you make modification, you have the same workflow. You have code review like in the infra project in OpenStack. You have reviews, and then you commit this, and there is a new job that is set up, a new pipeline if you do something or create. So, and also you have an Etherpad, a paste, and a REST API to do configuration. So that is the creation of new project. You can script the creation of new project. You can automate the things to import a new project. So it's rather convenient. We are using this REST API right now to do the test, to provision all the project using the RDO info YAML description, and we create all the project using this API, in fact. That is helping us a lot. There is an SSO, so you log once. You can use GitHub authentication, like in GitHub, and you have the access right. So it's easy to onboard new people because they just need their GitHub account, and they can do a pull request, a Gerrit review, push a Gerrit review. And we have a dashboard. So, and we could use this dashboard to be able, because it's Grafana, it's backed by Grafana, so we can use this dashboard to graph whatever we want, event in the DeLorean, event in the Gerrit reviews, in the jobs, etc. So that could be useful to define what we want in the future, but and that's the one we see here in the top, but the network is not working. That's the two rectangle with nothing. We can add whatever we want here. So that's how it looks with this whole workflow with all the different components. So we have the upstream repo, but the the red line, in fact, is the difference between the outside world and the inside world. Okay. So the outside world, you have the upstream repo from the GitHub account on OpenStack or the git.openstack.org, and we pull this repo in DeLorean, and we build continuously using the repository on the local Git that are stored in Gerrit, in fact. And that's for the master branch, the trunk of OpenStack. So that's what the same thing that we are doing today, except that we are using our own Gerrit, instead of using the GitHub repos. Okay, and if we want to work on the stable branches, and we want to push a new patch, we want to modify a spec file for whatever reason for the stable branch, we do the change locally, and we commit on the Gerrit, and it will be rebuilt, like I said previously, build a new package, tested with the installer, and validated, and before asking for a review from a human to take a look and validate that it's okay. And it will be the machinery from OpenStack, so using Node-Pool to provision a job, a machine to run the job, and it will call Koji to build the package. So during the check pipeline, if you know the details on OpenStack, there is the check pipeline that is run before the merge. And this check pipeline, we will build a Koji in a scratch mode. And we will create a package that is temporary. And in I don't remember the name of the pipeline when it's merged, it will build with Koji in the real mode and will be uploaded on the repository.
Post-merge?
Yes, the post-merge, I don't remember the name of the pipeline. So right now we have our own Koji to do the experiment, but after we will use the Koji from Santos, or the Koji that is we want to use. I don't know if you have questions on this one. It's a bit complex.
Just what is Gearman? Gearman, what is that?
The what?
Gearman. Job schedule.
Gearman. It's just a server that is used to distribute load bit.
Jenkins.
Yes, on different Jenkins master.
Do you use it as a separate instance or as an internal Zool part? Because they have some implementation of German in Zool, which doesn't really work.
I think we are doing the same thing as OpenStack.
Yeah?
I don't know the exact details,
Okay.
so I can ask if you want.
I'll check.
Yeah, you can.
So, so this is all to test changes to the way that things are packaged.
Yes.
Right.
So it's like we do right now for the spec file, etc., for the master branch or for the stable branch with patches and the spec file too. Okay. I will explain a little bit how it works. So if you are familiar with the way RDO is managing packages, for each package you have two Git repositories. The one with a branch that is a mirror of the upstream project. For example, for Nova, you have a RPM branch of that's RPM master, the name? I don't remember the name. RPM master for master, and you have also the Liberty patches. That's the name of the branch. I don't remember the name of the branch.
So the order we currently don't carry any patches, but we could
Yes.
boot them with what we call as convention, just
Yeah.
dash patches.
So we have this repository, and we have a repository for the dist-git with a spec file and a branch per release of OpenStack. Okay. And we build in Koji, like I explained, the integration with DeLorean, the idea, it's more work in progress. That's not completely published. Is when there is a failure in DeLorean, instead of sending an email to the maintainers, the idea is to create a review, in fact, that will fail, in fact, in Gerrit, that will warn the packager that something is failing. And this way, we will have only one interface for the packagers, only in Gerrit, to look at what problems and what review needs to be done. So I explain a little bit the gating process.
So you would mirror upstream projects, how frequently would you
Yeah,
monitor?
we are building tooling to do this, in fact, and it's up to us after to set the node, and, but it's something like every 15 minutes or something like that.
Or you could just watch for changes to upstream. If you apply as a third-party CI, then you could get notification when something gets merged upstream.
Yeah, we can do something like that too. Yeah. So I'll explain it a little bit. So on the check pipelines, so we are running some tests also, because the idea is that if we provide some patches on the stable branch, we want also to validate like OpenStack, but nothing. We didn't have lower the quality. So we are running the same test as OpenStack. So mainly it means for the Python modules to run talks and to validate that everything is okay. No regression in quality of code, no unit test failing, and that's important. And also what we do, and that's where it's a little bit different from what is done in GitHub, is that we manage the series of patch as an unmerged series of reviews. And that's where it's a little bit tricky. We discussed a little bit with Matthias, with a lot of people about this. It's because we want to avoid to have a push -f that we lose the series and the history and everything that is going with a series of patches. So the idea is that we will keep this unmerged patch series, patch reviews in fact. Okay. And this way we'll be able later to edit the series, remove one patch, add one patch, update one patch. That is not very easy right now because you have to do it manually and push -f on the branch, and you will lose all the history and all the commands and all the things before.
So you expect to keep those in reviews? You don't want to create a branch for it?
The reviews are bunches, in fact, at the end.
Yeah, but unmerged.
Yes, it's unmerged, but after it will be transferred to the dist-git repository, where we will keep the thing, in fact, in the same branch.
Export as patch files.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the reviews would reply the patches branches if you're asking me.
Yeah, exactly.
So then you take all the proposed patches that passed check.
Yeah. And the job, in fact, will check that all these different reviews are at the right level of quality.
And plus two from reviewers as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's up to us after to define as a community what we want to enforce on each patch. Do we need 2 reviewers? Do we need +2? And how we want to set the bar, in fact, in terms of quality. But that's doable in the way we want. Yes.
Quality must be high.
Yeah, it's very high at the end. It will be very slow. So we need to.
We would have just one patch series always under review and changed by multiple contributors, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So what if we have 2 contributors that are submitting
Yeah.
different patches at the same
Yes, but
time?
that's the same thing as today. If 2 contributors are pushing -f on the branch,
Yeah.
you will have trouble. So,
Yes, so
the big thing is communication. So
Okay.
people need to speak together.
Just if it's forced, we still get notification from.
Yeah, we could perhaps if we end up with a lot of this.
When you send these reviews, then you might end up with 2.
I think Gerrit is already detecting this and saying that you have 2 conflicting reviews in parallel, and you can have something already in Gerrit. So it could help you, in fact. Yeah.
But if you have several patches, you can let different people manage those different patches in parallel. But if you have a series of patches, it's like a big one chunk of work. No one can.
No, it's a set of different reviews, in fact, that are
So
on
they
top of
don't
each
depend
other.
on each other.
See,
They
yes,
just-
they depend on each other because you need to apply them in a sequence.
Okay.
So
but
that's-
then only one person can manage it at one time. So the whole chain.
Yeah, but usually what is happening in fact.
Yeah.
But that's a good point about conflicts. I want to get back. So what do you have? What if you have two conflicting patches which both pass CI?
But they need to be applied on top of each other because it needs to be a.
Yes, but people can do that, right? I check out master, create my patch, review, and go home. And I didn't notice that it's conflicts, but it can it's still pass check.
Yeah, sure.
Good point. And so I have two conflicting branches of patches there. How do you expect to solve that?
So first one will match and the second one won't. No.
Yes,
And how do you? So next to try to build packages, and one of the patches fails silently.
Yeah, but both of these patches will depend on the previous patch, and after the first one is merged,
Nothing is merged.
We don't
Nothing is merged.
No, sorry. Yeah, so it's kept forever, but that one, like it should now, like there is a way to tell that the patch it depends on is not the latest one. So
Yeah, it's not this situation.
No, I understand the situation,
It's
but
even simpler. He creates a patch to the repo, I create a patch to the repo. They conflict.
but you
They're
didn't-
both valid, but they both conflict.
yes, but Gerrit will tell you where there is conflict.
I git review and go home.
Yeah.
And then pass
So,
the check.
so you go to the next day, and if your patch went in first, like based on timing, then your patch will be matched. Like,
So
not
sorry,
matched,
nothing
sorry.
goes in.
No.
Okay.
But you have to
But
push
at some
after
point-
to
So we
this Git
probably
repo
will need external
your series of
monitoring.
patches to create a release of a package.
No. The reviews will be there, but you need to like apply them to the dist-git. So you need to have some tool that will take these reviews and like apply them to the dist-git. And at
That's
this
my
time
question.
exactly.
Yes, but you
that
will-
depends on the
but-
implementation of the tool.
Yeah, that's my question.
Okay, so do we have something that creates
Yeah.
a
How
linear
is this gonna be
history
solved?
that gets handed to dist-git?
Yeah.
Yes, we will be using RDO PKG to do this.
Yeah.
RDO PKG will extract the Gerrit reviews, the series of patches,
Yes.
to create the new set of patches on this package,
Yes.
and we'll increment the release.
But-
Like
But
we
the
do.
patches conflict. You can't apply them.
Yeah,
They conflict.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
because
so
we will spot. You will you will use the one you want to use for your
So
package.
that's a manual step. Which
Yeah,
patches I
yeah,
want
yeah,
to take.
yeah.
So if there is conflicting branch, you can safely ignore it.
Yeah.
You should monitor it and you should abandon the file.
Well,
So
yes,
there
but
should be external monitoring then.
Imagine I'm clueless completely. Like,
But usually we don't have this problem. We are probably less maintainers than packages, and people are more struggling. Something is broken. We need someone. Please volunteer to fix something. Than having two people working on the same package. I don't know, Alan and Ekel, your experience, but we don't have a lot of time. People trying to fix the same thing in different ways.
Yeah, I didn't really see this a big problem. Like as we have it now, this has never happened. Like it
Yeah.
never happened to me.
Well,
That I
the
would follow-
easiest it is for contributors, the more often it's gonna happen. Because nowadays it's
Yeah,
just two
but then
copies.
there is the step when you need to transform the reviews to the actual dist-git changes. So there is no problem for the tool that does it, detect there are like conflicting, and it can either like break, say no,
But there
like
should be
conflicting.
manual
which is
step.
fine.
What will
Yeah.
we do?
But it
What
doesn't
I-
matter. It's such an HPC that really doesn't matter.
I am
like-
worried that we are in danger of reinventing facilities that Git already has.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's the way we work already. What we were doing before is that the two guys were pushing -f.
No, I'm not saying
no,
it's
no.
better than.
No, but it's improvement because we are not losing anything.
Yeah, I
In the
completely
past,
agree.
we were losing one of them, so
I
so
don't
it's better.
understand why keeping merging those patches in a branch is not an option. If you have this series of patches, you can merge them, but not into your current master, but into branch, and rebase it on top of something.
Yeah,
Be-
and
because if-
Rebase throws away information.
because if we merge
History.
them, your question why we are not merging the patches?
Yeah, why keeping them and
Yes, because we want to edit them later, because we want to rework, in fact, the series of patches for the next release of the package. And if we merge, we cannot do it anymore. We have to push -f like we were doing before, and that's not what we want to do.
Interactive rebase, you can reform something.
Yeah,
Yes,
it-
but you have to push -f. If you rebase, you have to push -f
Yeah.
on the branch, and that's
Yeah.
not what we want.
Basically, it's because of Gerrit limitation of rebase. So it
Not
does- it
not
cannot
really.
review
It's not.
rebases.
It's not Gerrit limitation. It could be also that we, because if we want to have multiple branches, and we could do this, and we could merge to one branch and then create a new branch and starting over, that could be a way of working. You see what I mean? Or? But in Gerrit, we cannot do this. So perhaps could be a limitation of Gerrit, but it's.
I was just thinking we have a similar problem, and I was thinking maybe it's better if we like join forces and invent the review for rebases in Gerrit, and that will solve a whole lot of problems when we try to overcome the.
Yeah, but it's not easy.
Rebasing fine because it identifies patches by change ID which are preserved. I've rebased patches a bunch of times and then pushed again, and it gets attached to the previous review.
It's not merged patches.
Okay.
We're talking if
Yes,
we
if
merge.
it's
Yeah,
merged.
I'm talking about rebase and merged branch in Gerrit.
Yeah.
This action is not reviewable, and it's like a min action right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And if we have these reviews for this rebase, it might solve some problems.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that could be an improvement in Gerrit, but right now we
Yeah,
cannot
yeah,
do this.
I'm just trying to get the party to go voting for this feature.
Essentially, what is required, right? You carry a branch, right, with all these pages. Then when it's time to review, you ask some new tooling to recreate all the commits on top of the new head as a new review series,
Which,
even maybe
which
with
is
conflicts.
exactly
And
the
then you-
base. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't push F because you have, that branch stays forever. So
Yes,
you use
that's
it.
what I was saying. If we create a new branch, we can do this kind of
Yeah.
thing, but it's not how Gerrit is working.
Yeah, so this sounds good, but my biggest problem is it was like significantly more complex than just the patches branch, which I can like in a PKG it's really easy to support it, like the operation on top of it, and like it's just a git branch and you can do it locally. But with this, I'm not so sure if like it will be so easy because now I need to rely on the Gerrit service. I can't do it locally, right?
Yeah,
Or can I?
You can.
you can. In fact, you have a survey locally.
Download it locally and then just convert it to
Yeah.
patches, and then you use.
We have already
I don't know. I'm just like thinking a lot because like this would be better. I agree it would be better if it worked, but I'm just if there will be
No,
some
it's,
like
it's already working because we have a patch on RDO PKG. Yeah, we can show you.
oh, it's already working.
Yeah,
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 show
yeah.
me the code.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I will shut up then.
I will. Whatever. So what remains to be done? So we have still one package to import. So we have mainly all the packages imported now. I don't remember which one. It's Tempest or something. I don't remember the one that is problematic. Yeah, something weird with Tempest. So like I said, finish the connection between DeLorean and Gerrit when we have something failing, and to create the review and have everything created as needed. Write documentation because now it's more in the head of the software factory guys, and we need to onboard more people to test. So I was saying the RDO PKG, it's written, but it's not.
Yeah.
We need to discuss
it
with
doesn't
you.
need to be complete. Just show me. I will
Yeah, yeah.
like work on that.
It's on. I can show you. And also we need to work also on some automation because when we import, we create the branches, etc., that are needed to do the work. And if we work in a continuous way, we will have new branches for Mitaka, new branches for Newton, and new each time. And we need to detect this and to create them automatically to be able to ease the work. So that's ongoing in the software factory team. So I think we reached the goal of demonstrating that we can do gating. We need to improve the jobs now and let the teams do the jobs they want. And right now we took some example and just demonstrated that it's working, and we need more feedback. So that's the URL if you want to take a look and play a little bit with it. And that's right now it's more an experiment, so we can do whatever we want, and it's not in production to build the packages, so it's a closed world, so we can play with it and see what we could do with it. So
Do you have everybody's GitHub IDs?
yes, I think we discovered that we're missing a few more, but it's mainly okay. Perhaps we are missing 5 or 6, and it will be good. The GitHub accounts are only needed for the people that are core in the packages. So we took what was in RDO info and we put the guys in charge of the packages core in the different Git repositories. That's what we did in the import.
I may be recording something.
Yeah, probably ironic. So yes, so that's it. Question time. We can go back also here. So you have a list of all the packages here.
Do you plan on some indication? Like imagine I have a series of 5 reviews. The third one is updated and fails the gate. Do you have some kind of notification for the following 2 that their patch will not be taken next time? Even if it currently has verified +1.
No.
That's a good thing I probably to have.
Yeah.
Because they don't know
They will have a message that they need rebase because if something has been updated and is broken,
there's no such message in Git.
Okay.
Unless
See,
it
there's
fails
a
with
need
merge
rebase.
conflicts.
It doesn't need to rebase, it's
Yeah.
just with dependency failed with CI, and then all those patches which are dependent on this, they cannot get merged, but there is no indication in the Gerrit interface that they cannot get merged. This is an
yes,
issue
but
again.
the CI has failed, there is no indication. But if you modified something and that has caused a new failure, and you have modified something, so the other patches will need to be rebased.
Yeah,
And
so
the-
there's no
no
notification
real-
for people who did
No.
these 2 patches.
No, but
That's good.
I assume that will be the same maintainer for all the patches. So at
Ah.
the end, I agree with you that some corner case it will be a little bit difficult.
But CI would run with the whole patch series, not on single patch.
No, on single patch. They will run on single
But
patch
that
for
might-
tux.
That might not make sense because we usually have dependencies.
Yeah.
So we have to
Yeah. But each should not break. Each patch should not break the quality of the package of the repo, because here it's more the repo.
But you trigger on a patch, but you use the whole set.
No.
Yeah, but not a si
No. For each patch, for each review, each Gerrit review, like in OpenStack, we run tux like it's done in the OpenStack.
Yes,
Talks against the source code.
Yes,
So not
it's
single
the source code
patch.
because it's a branch with a modification in the source code. So we run the same quality assurance test that is run in OpenStack.
So I think there is some confusion here.
Yeah.
So if we have 5 patches, and for the 3rd patch we run CI on these 3, first, second,
Yeah.
we don't try for 4th and 5th.
No.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
So
what I'm
that's it.
saying, usually if you have all 5 patches, that means you really need those 5 patches in RPM to
Yeah, sure,
be
sure.
functional.
But then we will run on all the patches at
I'm
the
just
end.
saying this is just waste. But just CI the whole patch
Yes.
series. You have it, that's why.
That's how it works in Gerrit.
Otherwise you wouldn't have this patch series. You actually don't want to have patches. You
Yeah,
want
but
to have
usually
everything
it's
else.
added from time to time, one after the other. So it will not happen that we will add 6 patches at the same time. It can happen. But at the end, it's not a very expensive test to run tux.
Yeah, it helps for dissecting, so you know which patch actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Get fully functional.
Yeah.
And have all patches.
So yes, you have patches like for Horizon, for example. We have 2 patches from Matthias, I think. So Fabien imported them, so that's why Fabien is
About
important.
branch names, okay. Release patches, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
The problem is that for very few pages, we have different patch set between the lower-end branches and server branches.
Mhm.
For instance, Horizon, which has customization patches, and then may, not necessarily they may be different. So I'd like you to have a possibility to have different branches.
Yeah, we will have different branches for each release. Like.
So you suggest that it should be prefixed either by RG or RPM. I think it's something we should.
I don't know how it works.
But
It should be branch.
It's written here, in fact,
It-
Liberty
it's the
Liberty
branch
patches.
name pages.
It's
So-
it's written in the branch. In fact, it's Liberty patches. So we are based on Liberty patches.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's better to stick to convention that we have.
Yeah, so
Branch name
RDO
just
PKG
target.
convention about the name of the patches branch is like it's like this Git. The name of the business where spec file is the branch dash patches.
Okay.
So in that case,
Let's
you know,
stick to
this
the
is
Yes,
target.
like the Liberty
This is
patches,
yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is a proof of concept, so we can change the
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we want to probably want
We extracted from RDO info when we imported the report. So that's how it works. And if you take a look here, we have the Tux job that has started, in fact, in this patch. And we can take a look, like in OpenStack, we have a Jenkins with a log, etc. I can click, but I'm not sure it will work.
Are you really running
No.
talks, especially on the Horizon packages?
Yeah.
Interesting. We don't have a talks job for.
No,
Horizon. We don't have a talks job for verifying Horizon.
Okay.
We have a special tailored.
Yes, I don't know exactly.
Well,
we are running the same thing as the OpenStack.
So I would prefer, strongly to prefer running packages for verifying. So I
No,
would
we will run packages anyway, but it's on the dist-git side, in fact.
Okay.
So, because here it doesn't make sense to package things and to do a fake package, and it's a bit strange to do it at this level, in fact.
Do you plan to publish logs in the same manner as OpenStack does? I mean, to separate location from Jenkins?
Yes, we plan to do it in a Swift server at some point. Right now we don't have a Swift server for the experiment, but we kind of store it in a Swift all-in-one in a VM, so it's a bit weird, but we plan to do it in a Swift. And yes, I run 3 patches. And that's the Koji, but that's only for local testing for us. That's it for me. So don't hesitate to give us feedback. For example, see if the naming convention are okay and if we need to fix something.
Yeah, I will play with it and
Yeah.
see if I can see it.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, but
Do you plan a session at Tech Summit about this?
yeah. So we are in advance. 15 minutes in advance.
Thank you all for enduring through the day. We'll see you again next
Thank
year.
you for organizing it.
The plan is that we need an hour or something developation model.
And also, many thanks to Alishka for helping out so much with the planning.
So we should be welcome to because I don't know the name of the restaurant. That's why I'm unable to give you some directions because I don't remember the names of the restaurants. So we will just what's the time? So 6 in the lobby.
Anybody who says you
We'll
just ask
That's the point. We will test out of packages and they just get
So,
because on the project because on the SharePoint there is no merger. There is no gating.
It's a waste of time rebasing. Like something.
That would be
I just need to see that because there can be lots of people also
we need to play with it and see what
actually I thought on the top like one of the makes sense to just the would be to like take the patch and create the same patch